Welcome back to the Brother Sam's podcast, where we break down health, wellness, and science into simple conversations that make sense in your everyday life. Today's episode is called Your Gut is Talking to Your Brain. Are you listening? And here's the hook. That gut feeling might be more scientific than you think. Now let's start with the gut. Inside you live trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and even viruses, collectively called the gut microbiome. These microbes don't just digest your food, they influence your immune system, your metabolism, and even how your brain works. And here is the key connection: the vagus nerve. Neuroscientist Andrew Berman has often explained that this long nerve is like a super highway linking the gut and the brain. When your gut microbiomes release certain chemicals, the vagus nerves pick these signals and relays them straight to your brain, affecting mood, focus, and stress levels. So when people say, "I feel it in my gut," there's a real biological pathway behind that feeling. Now, here is where things get interesting. There's a saying that goes thus: an hungry man is an angry man. Science has shown that it's not just about missing a meal, it's about how your gut communicates hunger and stress signals to the brain. When the gut is inflamed or unbalanced, maybe from poor diet, chronic stress, or even infection, it produces chemicals that signal distress. The vagus nerve carries these messages up, and the brain often interprets them as anxiety, low mood, or irritability. The brain then responds with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones can slow down digestion, alter blood flow to the intestines, and reduce the diversity of the healthy gut bacteria. This creates a vicious cycle. Gut imbalance worsens mood, and poor mood further disrupts the gut. And so the cycle goes on like that. The gut imbalance worsens the mood, then the worsened mood then further disrupts the gut. Researchers sometimes call this the gut-brain feedback loop, and it explains why mental health and gut health are so tightly linked. So what can we do about it? Food is one of the strongest tools to reset the gut-brain link. Fiber-rich foods like beans, oats, bananas, leafy green vegetables. Like in our local context, we have the okra soup, we have vegetables like ugu, which is pumpkin leaves. They all help feed the good bacteria in the gut. Also, probiotics are the life microorganisms, mostly bacteria and yeast, that provide health benefits when consumed in the right amount. And fermented soup and foods have been found to supply these directly. They deliver beneficial bacteria straight into the gut. This includes yogurt, and in Nigeria, foods like ogi, which is our fermented pap, and fura danunu in the north, which is a fermented millet and milk drink. They are good sources of probiotics. Also, healthy fats from olive oil, groundnuts, avocados, and fish help reduce inflammation and protect the gut lining. However, it should be noted that not all fermented foods provide probiotics. When I spoke about probiotics, not all fermented foods provide probiotics. Meanwhile, processed foods, excess sugar, and too much alcohol can throw off the gut's delicate balance, leading to mood imbalance or stress levels getting higher. Before we go on, let me quickly explain something you might have heard of: irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS. IBS is a condition where the gut looks perfectly normal, but it doesn't work the way it should. People with IBS often have stomach pain, bloating, and changes in their stool, sometimes diarrhea, sometimes constipation, or even both at different times. What makes it interesting for our discussion is that IBS isn't just about the stomach, it's closely tied to the brain. In fact, research shows people with IBS are about 3 more times likely to struggle with anxiety or depression. That's the gut-brain connection in action. Also, many doctors and dietitians have reported the same thing. Once their patients improved gut health through diet and lifestyle changes, their mood improved too. For example, Dr. Emiran Meyer, a gastroenterologist and neuroscientist, has shared countless cases where patients treating gut inflammation also saw major improvements in their stress and mood. It shows that the gut and brain aren't separate players. They are teammates constantly talking to each other. So here's my challenge for you this week. Add just one gut-friendly food to your daily routine. It could be yogurt, beans, bananas, or fermented foods. Stick with it for a week and notice not just how your stomach feels, but how your mood responds too. And remember, a healthy gut is like a good friend to your brain. When your gut speaks, your brain listens. So the real question is, are you listening? Thank you for tuning in to the Brother Sam's podcast. If you found today's episode valuable, share it with a friend who could use a little gut brain boost. I am Sam Ayolua, the Brother Sam, and until next time, stay healthy and stay informed.